It's not Francis Ford Coppola's fault that video game tie-ins weren't big back in the 70s, but now that The Godfather has finally made it to consoles, the only question is, has the 30-year wait been worth it? Well, take a look for yourself.
Papa?
Look away.
Let's go.
You know who I am. Save your anger. Save it when you are old enough. When the time is right. You will take your revenge.
Joining us today from Electronic Arts, and his microphone is on, everybody, it's executive producer David DeMartini. He's here to unveil The Godfather, the game. We're showing off the Xbox version today. David, welcome, but I know it's coming out cross-platform, right? What do we have here?
Coming out on everything March 21st. You know, we're delighted to be here on G4, Attack of the Show, and
welcome.
You know, Godfather is an amazing experience for us.
I mean, it's kind of a lofty project. I mean, this franchise is I mean, obviously so well known and so beloved by so many people. How do you go and say, okay, well, we have this movie, everybody knows it. How do we turn this into some sort of interactive experience?
Well, the Godfather game, it draws from the book, it draws from the film, but what we wanted to try and create, we wanted to try and create a great interactive version of The Godfather. So we draw from those two pieces, but we turn the story upside down. Rather than telling the story from the perspective of Don Vito or Sonny or Tom, we tell the perspective from your story. So you get to create your character, and then you experience your Godfather interactive story.
So who are we playing though in this story then? Because I mean, obviously we're not playing unlockable Brandos or anything like that. Who are we here?
Amazingly, you are you. You're going to create yourself, and then your character is going to be invited to join the family ranks. And then through gaining respect in this living world, you work your way up through that family, and ultimately you get to become the Godfather.
So what are we doing in the game now? I know some people are saying, well, this is a Grand Theft Auto-esque gameplay, but I know you guys are trying to make it a little bit different. What is the core gameplay of The Godfather?
Well, much like with the films and with the book, it's about respect. You're trying to earn respect in this world. You're extorting. You're taking over rackets. You're taking over merchants.
The man that just got blasted in the chest with a shotgun totally respects you now.
He totally respects me now. No question about it anymore, right? But I mean, you're exerting your will in this living world, New York, 1945.
Sure.
And then by virtue of, you know, doing some things that mobsters did. I mean, you know, being a gangster was not, you know, walking around.
Jeez.
Hey, now.
Oh, that was awesome. I'm sorry. Continue.
M-rated game. M-rated game.
As it should be. And thank you for making it the rating that it deserves. I mean, you can't do a game about the mob. You can't do The Godfather and pull punches. You can't hit people with a Nerf wiffle ball bat or something like that.
Well, that's certainly not what happened in 1945.
Sure.
So, you know, we have to be authentic. We were trying to create an authentic Godfather experience. We got all the authentic actors, Khan, Duvall, Brando.
Yeah, you got them in there doing the actual voices for
They
the
actually
game, right?
came in and they did an audio recording session. Each of them came in and individually lent amazing performances. We've spent the last couple of days with James Caan. He's, you know, at 70 years old, he's still incredibly vibrant. He kind of pulled that Sonny character right out of 1970 and just pulled it right back. And, you know, he's in there and he's doing lines. He's dropping Italian on us, and we're all doing our research. What did he just say? Is that all right?
Can we put that in the game? It's
absolutely
him. All right, cool.
Let's
do
it. Exactly.
Now, what about the fighting mechanics in this game? Because I mean, we're not bashing, we're not like mashing the buttons, and there's no big icons popping up on the screen. Like, what sort of a fighting mechanic is it?
It really isn't button mashing. It's analog finesse, is what we like to say. You know, we've created something that we call the black hand control scheme, and it involves three elements. One is analog-based fighting off the analog stick, followed by pressure point targeting, where you could target the shoulders, the chest, the groin, the knees, depending on if I want to wound you or if I want to take you out. If I want to take you out, I'm going to go for the head. If I want to knock you down,
go for the
knees.
Yeah.
Take down the knees, and then I could go do the third thing, which is to extort and gain further information from you. So incredibly innovative mechanics, something that hasn't been seen in this category before.
I love it. And again, thank you for not making it press X as many times as humanly possible.
Absolutely. And even though you might expect that the stick is just flicking the stick forward, there is a rhythm to the stick that'll differentiate the casual gamer from the hardcore gamer. And you, the hardcore gamer, will actually be able to pull out specific moves, headbutts, shoulders to elbows to the head.
Sure.
Very specific things for the hardcore gamer.
And it's tough because most gamers don't have rhythm with the old stick. So it's going to take a little while, but they'll figure it out. They'll get accustomed to it.
Easy to learn, difficult to master.
That's what we like. That's what we like. Now, I know you're doing a lot of driving in the game, all sorts of vehicles you can hop into. There's driving missions as well. We're driving through these neighborhoods that are owned by like these 5 different families, right?
Absolutely.
How did they play into the game? Is each neighborhood different, kind of themed after them? Or?
Yeah, each neighborhood is predominantly controlled by one of the different families. They ramp up in difficulty. You go through 50 levels in the game, start at level 1, move all the way up to level 50. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to move up through the family ranks and take out the harder families as you move up through the ranks when you're ready. So until you get some additional respect, until you upgrade your weapons, you're going to get your butt kicked by the Barzini's. So you want to stay away from the Barzini's, focus on the Tartaglias, focus on Little Italy and Brooklyn. The game kind of evolves from an action-based game to an adventure game to an RPG game and then finally into a strategy game. It's quite epic in its size, and we think we have a great result.
Definitely. Well, David, thank you for coming on and talking about the game. I appreciate it. I know there's a 360 version coming later this year, right?
Yes, but on March 21st, we got Godfather on PS2, Xbox, PC. It's awesome.
David, that's my job. I'm going to make sure they know that right now.
Thank you.
But thanks for coming on and talking about it. Everybody, keep your eyes open for the Godfather, the game, for the Xbox and PlayStation 2 consoles. It's hitting store shelves next Tuesday. That is March 21st. See, that's what I get.
It works good. You do that well.